All right, so I'm going to show you guys the best Victor Wembanayama build in NBA 2K25. I'm actually going to show you another build, and I'll explain why I'm showing you two in this video. But this build that I'm going to show you first is the one that I used to drop 70 points and 30 rebounds in my last rec game footage that I uploaded on my channel. So I'm going to show you guys the build in a second, and I'm also going to show you how to make your player look like Wemby. I'm going to show you the face creation, which is a big W, I think. That's pretty cool. And also, we're on the road to 11,000, so you guys could like and subscribe and help me get there. I would really appreciate it. And I have plans for a new channel. I'll talk more about it in a different video, but you guys want to tune in for that. Now, that being said, I'm talking too much, so let's just get into the build. And this is a 7'3", 232-pound, 8-foot wingspan Wemby. So starting off with your close shot, with this build, you want to go a 90 close shot, and then you want to go a 90 standing dunk, and then a 77 post control. This is pretty much all you need to be dominant inside. I'm gonna tell you right now, you'll be fine with it. And I will say that 90 standing dunk at 7'3" and rise up on gold is insanely overpowered. So I mean, it's mind-boggling. Obviously, the close shot at 7'3" is very difficult to deal with. So if you want to put it up to 92 and find a way to do that, you can definitely do that. You can definitely make that choice. But I will say, eventually with cap breakers, you'll probably get to 92 either way. So yeah. Now your driving layup, I went with the 70 for the Zion dribble style and for badges. And trust me, I'm not regretting it at all. Not at all. Like, I really like the 70 driving layup. But the second build that I show you will be a little bit different. And when you get there, I'll explain why I made that build. Now, mid-range shot, 78, and then your three-point is 73. I know the three is kind of low, but yes, you will be able to hit. It depends on the game, but some games I go 50%. Some games I go 33%. I try to limit the amount of threes that I shoot between 2 to 3. If I'm having a good shooting day or my teammate has diamond on legend or something like that, I might take 4 or 5. But I usually limit it. So make sure you play the way that you would. Now, don't worry, the next build is going to be pretty popular, I think. So I'll show you guys the build in a second. Now, for the free throw, I went with an 87 free throw because I hate missing free throws. And I will say I get a lot of points from the transition take foul when my teammates don't have a higher free throw than me. So that is pretty cheese, I will say. So if you want to get extra points, put a high free throw. Now, 65 pass accuracy, ball handle 40, and speed with ball 40. I think this is more than enough. 65, I was making some pretty good outlet passes. My passes were not slow at all or anything. The second build that I will show you can get a higher pass accuracy, but I think 65 is more than enough for 7'3" Wemby. 40 ball handle, 40 speed with ball. You can move pretty quickly with it because you are big. I don't know why, you move quick. I don't know. But you get the normal animations, which are pretty useful at times. Like the crossover, normal crossover is pretty useful. So you can't really cook up in the perimeter, but you can use those animations for other things, and it's pretty useful, to be honest with you. Now, interior defense 89, and this is all for badge purposes because you will be able to get legend paint patroller eventually, which is necessary for a Wemby build, if we're being honest, but that's beside the point. Now, perimeter defense, you want to put a 62. This is for badge purposes. You will get immovable enforcer on bronze, which is a very good badge. Now, steal, you want to put 60 for interceptor on bronze. It's not as good as it used to be, but with an 8-foot wingspan and just good timing, you'll be able to get some lane steals pretty often, honestly. Maybe once a game, maybe once every other game, which doesn't sound like a lot, maybe for some people, but for how cheap it is on this build, it's pretty useful, and it can help you win games. So anything that helps is definitely useful. Now, block 94. The point of it is to get to 99. So when you get your first cap breakers, I recommend taking it straight to 99. So that's just my recommendation, obviously. Now, offensive rebound, 92. This is for rebound chaser on gold, but you want to get this to Hall of Fame eventually by using 4 cap breakers here. Now, you would have to unlock multiple cap breakers to be able to do that. So that is a quick just disclaimer. You do have to get multiple cap breakers. Now, I have a 92 offensive rebound, and I didn't even have rebound chaser on gold when I had the 30 rebound game. So being 7'3" with an 8-foot wingspan and with that type of vertical, and I'll show you the vertical in a second, you will be fine. You'll be able to get some pretty nasty rebounds. So yeah, you'll be fine. Now, 84 defensive rebound is more than enough because you're 7'3". Don't even worry about it. 59 speed seems low, but trust me, you're 7'3". You're going to be slow, but you actually move pretty quick. If you watch my footage from yesterday, I wasn't really struggling at all chasing people down. So that's kind of cool. Now, agility 45, that is really low. So I would try to stay away from holding L2, while playing defense a lot. I mean, I would always hold it, but minimize it just because agility is pretty low. Now, strength, I put to 72. This is for brick wall on silver and the rest of the bronze badges. I mean, brick wall on bronze and the rest of the bronze badges, and box out beast on silver. So they are just good badges to have. A 70 vertical. This is the Wemby build that I had in my video yesterday that I dominated the wreck with. Now, this is the first build, but I'm going to show you guys a cheesier version of the build that is slightly different. The other build is 7'3" as well, but instead of an 8-foot wingspan, it has a 7'10" wingspan, and it weighs 234 pounds. Now, I'll explain the differences between the build very quickly. First of all, close shot, standing dunk, post control, and defense and agility or physicals are all the same. The big differences is passing accuracy, and the 3-point shot goes up by 2. Now, two attributes on a 3-point shot is probably not a big difference most of the time. But with this build, it gives you certain takeovers that get the +8 3-point shot at level 5, like Glass Gunner. So with your level 5 takeover, you get an 83 3-point shot. Squat Specimen, 83 3-point shot at level 5 takeover. Splash Tower, 83 3-point shot as well. You know, so you definitely get some really nice takeovers with this 75 3-pointer instead of the other one. So I actually think it's only 3: Glass Gunner, Squat Specimen, and Splash Tower that give you +8. Glass Gunner is a very good offense, and this one is actually insane, to be honest with you, because it gets your defensive rebound up. So you'll have a 99 offensive, a 92 defensive, and an 83 3-point shot. So I'd definitely go with Glass Gunner if I was you. To be honest with you, this build is nasty. The only downside is you do drop your layup, which I really didn't do layups, driving layups specifically. But the big difference is you don't get Zion Williamson's layup style, which changes your standing layups, which is kind of annoying, but that's just the way 2K made it. So that's definitely a downside. Now, another thing you can get on this build is a 71 pass accuracy for diamond on silver, which could be a very useful badge, especially because you can take it to gold. And so that is something you might want to do. But if you leave it at 65, you could take your 3-pointer to 76, which would, by the way, make your player go all the way to an 84 3-point shot with a level 5 takeover. So that's definitely something you could do. Or another thing you can do is upgrade your free throw to like an 89. Like, there's certain things you can do. You can even take your close shot to like a 91, which would make it easier to use your cap breakers for the level 40 for the season, to be able to take it at 92 to get close shot or shot. What's it called? Paint Prodigy. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name. So you definitely have a choice, whatever you want your pass accuracy. I would probably leave it at 65 for me, just because I didn't find it as useful. So I'd be able to get a 91 close shot, 76 3, 89 free throw, and even a 41 speed with ball for that matter. And so, yeah, no, that would be a big difference. And then with the level 5 takeovers, I would have an 84 3-point shot, which is a lot easier to green with than a 73. I can tell you that right now. So that is a huge difference between the Wemby builds. And all you lose is your wingspan. It gets 2 inches shorter, which can make a difference. But I'll be honest, 7'10" wingspan at 7'3", you'll probably be fine. Probably will be fine. So this is the second build. This is the one that most of you guys will probably go with, but it's up to you. Now, after this, I'm gonna show you guys how to make your player look like Wemby, which is a huge bonus. All right, so for the face creation, this is the face that I can come up with. You're gonna be section 4 or row 4, whatever you want to call it, and then 2 from the bottom. And then you want to, for your hair, I would recommend afro, just because Wemby's growing his hair out. But if you do not want to use afro, I would use short fro. Or I guess the short afro, if I can find it. Yeah, there's another good one. I will say his head shape's a little weird for the player, and I only did it because of the long hair. So if you do go with the short hair, you might want to change the skull a little bit as well. So, but I'm gonna go with the long hair just because I think it looks best. But after that, you want to go with skull 1, these settings, and like I said, you might want to change this. You might want to make his skull just a little bit wider. You know, his head width, maybe just a little bit as well. You know, you definitely have choices. I will say that. So, you know, wow, I didn't even realize head width did that. That's kind of cool, honestly. That's cool. But that's head width. And the brow, I went with brow 4, 7, 8, 3, and 8. And then, obviously, if you get to a section, you can pause. Eyebrows, I think 6 looks best. I know a lot of people went with 1, or some people went with 1. 1 looks really weird depending on your brow. So for this one, eyebrow 6 looks the best in my opinion. And then for your ears 2, 16, 10, 10, and 2. I think that looks really close to Wemby's ears in real life. Pretty close, honestly. For the eyes, default, these are the ones that you would go with. I actually got this from someone else. I was looking at videos for reference points to see what other people came up with. and then I kind of just tweaked it to my own liking. So shout out to everybody who made video or face creations for Wemby. Obviously, that's not the main goal of this video, but I'll share it with you guys. So nose 18, this is the nose that I went with. This is what I thought looked best for Wemby. So, you know, I know other people, I don't think anyone went with this nose, but yeah, I think that nose looks the best. Now for the cheeks, I went cheeks 2, you know, upper cheek width 20. And then you can tweak these, by the way. You can definitely like adjust the face creation just a little bit. You could use me as a reference point too. Same thing with the mouth. I went default. I had a different one where it went with mouth 13, and that one looked okay too. But I shared default just because I thought it looked slightly better, you know. So then facial hair 14. I think everybody's going with this. I saw some people put the stubble number 6, and honestly, that does look really good. So I might stick with 6. Another one you can go with for the facial hair, if you want to make it look like Wemby, is facial hair 2. That one also works. They both work. Honestly, facial hair 2 probably looks closer to Wemby, if I'm being honest. Just because he doesn't have a lot of hair, but, you know, he doesn't grow a lot of facial hair yet. One day he will. Now for chin, I went with chin 4. You know, 14, 10, 0, 10, and 7. I thought that looked the best. I thought that was pretty close, honestly. And then for the skin 13, you know, I think that's the closest to his skin tone. Like nothing else is similar to his. So yeah. Now for your body type, definitely not thin. You know, actually that's probably accurate. I usually go with ripped just because they look better, but you know, you can do whatever you want. So that's the face creation. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I actually ended up making the second version of the Wemby, but I haven't upgraded it just because I don't have the VC. I did just add some upgrades just to see what I could do with it. Just to get the takeover. So as you can see, I unlocked the takeover, the glass gunner. So anyways, that's the video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I think this face scan or face creation looks kind of like Wemby. There's another one, but I just wanted to put my own touch to it. So, you know, if you don't like it, definitely check out other people's videos. They're out there for sure. So anyways, God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Hope you guys get safe soon. Remember, Jesus paid for your sins with his own blood. All right. Goodbye. Take care.